guys, Amber here, and I'm super excited to be doing another edition of what board games we got to our table. So life is definitely crazy, but we actually ended up having a little gaming get together with some of our really good friends. So I do have some more group-based games that we brought out this time that hit our table due to that, as well as a few kid games because we do play a lot of games. So this really isn't like every game we played this week, but these were some of my favorites that got to the table this week. Okay, and I grabbed a cup of tea. I'm filming this earlier than I typically do, and I'm actually just drinking chamomile tea. That is like my favorite. So I'll sip on this and we'll see what got to our table this week. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a bang. We have not been able to get this to the table for a little while, so this was probably my absolute favorite, of everything this week, this was my favorite, and we were actually able, Josh and I, to have a date night, and his mom watched our 4 kids, and we got to play like hours of Jaws of the Lion. I'm making sure the glare is not super bad. We got to play Jaws of the Lion. There is something about escaping to a dungeon crawler that just makes me so happy. This is just it's just so well done. The way that they wrote this game for people that had never experienced a dungeon crawler before to navigate it and feel confident. I mean, it is just outstanding. We are like obsessed and we love it. We love, growing our characters, and just all the components of this game are just amazing. And we are like all in. I mean, when we play, I have our Alexa is playing like Lord of the Rings or like some type of like Lord of the Rings or dungeon music. We actually found a playlist on Spotify that plays Jaws of the Lion ambiance music. We play that. We have, the app that reads you all of the scenarios, and we just escape from all the pressures and all the responsibilities, and we get out Jaws of the Lion and we're just not adults. We're just kids playing a game and having the time of our lives. So again, we're all about making memories around the table, and this is definitely one that has brought my husband and I so many great memories. Just talking about Jaws of the Lion makes me want to play Jaws of the Lion. I'm gonna be really sad when that comes to an end. I feel like we're kind of milking it out as long as possible and savoring it. I know there are so many other more games, but there's just something about having to start over, which can be fun, but it's just I don't want to leave that world, and I don't want to leave just the characters we've created. So anyway, love Jaws of the Lion. I'm gonna move on. Okay, the next one we played with our friends that came over. This is an extremely ugly case, but it's basically called Dutch Blitz. I refer to this game oops, sorry, that was really loud. I refer to this game in Michigan, where I'm from. We called it Nerds, and we actually played with just regular playing cards. But this one, they're all different colors, and basically it's kind of like a fast-paced version of solitaire. So it's just kind of a really fun, you're all throwing cards on the middle of the table and you're trying to play them in order. So, starting from lowest and then building your deck up, and you can play in the middle. It's just free for all. And at the end, the cards left in your hand are negative and the cards on the table are your points. So you're figuring out who won based on, how many you have left in your hand, how many you got out on the table. And it's fast, and I stink at it, but I love it. I have that panicky thing come over me when all the cards are out in the middle and I'm seeing everyone else play, and I literally just am like a deer in the headlights. But I love that game. I play it every time we get it out. I have such a great time, even though I am terrible at it. All right, another one we played. My kids really like this one. My 2 oldest really love this game, and it is Villainous. And I usually end up getting stuck with Mother Gothel. No offense to Mother Gothel, I have just played her so many times that I'm just I'm over Mother Gothel. I'm over, Rapunzel leaving the tower. She's ticking me off every time I play. I get her in the tower, she's moving out of the tower. So anyway, if we're playing this specific box, I like to play Cruella. I think she's really fast and easy, and if you can get the right cards, you can knock out your objective really quickly. But we played Villainous. All right, another one that I played solo, and I also played with my kids and my husband. We got it out, kind of like once I get a game out, we play it like several times because it's out and convenient. So usually I will set up a game and we'll just kind of like, I'll go through the kids and play it. We'll play together. I'll play with Josh. And that was Cascadia. Such a fun game. I know a lot of people just love this game. We love this game. It's beautiful. It's simple. It's easy to get to the table, which is just, it's just nice when you want to have that, you know, family time around the table and make it convenient and easy to do during busy weeks. This is a great option, Cascadia. Okay, one of the games we finally are on, I think the 7th scenario, so it's almost done, is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. This is a really fun cooperative game. I play Neville. I love Neville. I think Neville is like my favorite character. It was kind of funny when we picked characters to play. I got to choose first and I was like Neville, like hands down. Like over Harry, Hermione, Ron, I saw Neville and I was like, yes, Neville all day long. Love Neville. So this is a pretty simple game. I think a lot of other content creators have said if it wasn't for the theming of it being Harry Potter, it probably wouldn't be that great. I 100% agree. It is really simple and really fun, but to get to experience like opening up a new school year all together with your friends is really, really fun, especially when they love Harry Potter as much as you do. So we do have year 7 left to go. We played like an all-day tournament of this and we made butterbeer. It was really fun. So I feel like this one, because the game itself is like pretty okay, it's super fun, yes, and especially when you're with people that are nerding out about, you know, the cards and the characters just as much as you are, it's really fun. And of course, like we made it an event and we made the butterbeer. My friend found a great recipe and we were like in the kitchen blending it up and you know, we had a great time. So that's what I love about board games, you guys, is the memories you make playing them. They're so fun, and this is a really good game. I would recommend anyone to buy it if you love Harry Potter, especially if you have a group you can play it with that's just as obsessed with the movies and the franchise as you are. And I mean, how cool is this case? It's like, it makes it look like it's a trunk and you are going off to school, which is kind of the theme of the battle. Like you're going through learning from year 1 all the way to year 7, just like the main characters in the movie. Okay guys, I don't know why, but I had the itch to break this out, and it is Everdale. I love playing this solo. I absolutely love it. This, I find when my husband and I play it, I mean, we can like crank out a game in under 30 minutes for sure. We're just very systematic in how we take our turns. So as overwhelming as it was initially when we first learned it, it's become really fun and really easy, and I love the variability of what's going to come up, and there's so many things that change around the board because you're putting down, you know, the forest objectives, and you're putting down the resources cards you can get, and you're putting down the meadow. So there's just a lot of things that change how the game plays every time you play it. And I think that's what I love about Everdale the most. I was able to play this solo a couple times and then also, like I said, play it with Josh. Love it, and I'll probably look at getting one of the expansions down the road. I would love to hear from you guys what expansion you recommend. I have done some investigation on them and just, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, I just love Everdale so much. Like I don't want to be disappointed with one of the expansions, maybe not offering what I feel like it should. So anyway, let me know what you guys like or don't like that is out there for the expansions of Everdale. I would love to hear from you. All right, another one we were able to play with our friends who came over, which I do love, is Kubitos. The only thing I don't like about Kubitos is it only plays up to 4 people because it is so absolutely fun. I want more people around the table with me playing. I really wish they would come out with an expansion that allowed you to play up to 6. That would be great. We have a bigger family, and then like my older kids like to play when we have friends over, and it's just like, oh, you know, you guys have to sit out, or we have to do like a tournament or something so we can have more people around the table. So that is my only thing about Kubitos that I'm like, oh, I wish it would be able to entertain more people and have more people play and not just cap off at 4. This is probably one of Josh's favorite games. We will be doing a face-off of Kubitos and Quacks pretty soon, just kind of talking about them because we own both of those and which ones we like and why we like them and all of that. So be sure to subscribe, and while you're at it, give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know that you like the content I'm putting out and helps other people find out about the videos too. Okay, another one we got to the table is Downforce. This is really fun. My kids love this game. We love to play it as a family, and unlike Kubitos, it does allow up to 6 people. It is so much fun. Even my little guy, who's 5.5, can play, and he can move the cards around. Sure, he can't always do the auction and the betting, but he can still participate with our family, which is really important to me when we're sitting around the table making those memories. Okay, next up, one of my favorites is Parks. Every time I play Parks, I just feel rejuvenated. I just feel like I've been outdoors even though I haven't. I love looking at this pictures. I love the landscapes. I love the worker placement aspect. I love so much about this game. It is so fun. I was able to play this as a 1-player because, like I said, typically when I get these out, I leave them out. So I'll typically have it set up and I'll play by myself, and then I will typically do a game with Josh or one of my older kids as well, and we'll get a couple plays out of it while it's at the table. In honor of my little guy who's 5.5, who's not really little anymore, we played Color Brain. Color Brain is a super cute game for little ones if they're familiar with Disney characters, which my son is really obsessed with drawing. He loves to draw all the characters, and he's very much particular about what colors they are, and they have to match. So this game is like right up his alley. He beats me so much in this game. They will put a character down and I have to play my color face down, and then we kind of reveal at the same time. And every time I see the character, it's like, what color is Eeyore's bow on his tail? And I'm like, oh, I know that. And I'll get it wrong. And I think, no, that's what it is. And then Eli, my little guy, will get it right. So it's just amazing how much he can retain that information and be able to recall that and play the right colors. So this is a really fun one. It plays from 2 to 20 people. So it's definitely one we can all play as a family, which is really great, especially for my little guy to feel like he's really like on his own and not having to team up with somebody, which can always be hard when you're little. But we played this at least 3 times this week and had a great time. Okay, and then the other one I want to share that I just have so much fun playing solo by myself is Capital Lux 2. I may be slightly addicted to this game right now thanks to Tia and her channel, which I will link below because I have to give her all the credit for introducing me to this game on one of her videos she did. And again, I'll link that down below. So this game is just a card game, and it comes with a solo variant where you are playing a solo character named Rob, and you're playing through his deck, you're playing through your deck, you're monitoring the capital. I just love how much is going on. I love how the capital limits reset every round. So it always feels like you're having to strategically change your home base to make sure that you are not going to bust and go over those capital limits. And again, I will link Tia's video below where she goes through solo playing this. I mean, she's just so sweet and phenomenal, and I'm slightly obsessed with her. So anyway, that is Capital Lux 2 Generations. Super, super fun. All right, guys, thank you so much for taking time to watch what we played this week. Playing board games is such a priority to our family because it brings us around the table. It kind of shuts out all of the world's distractions and really lets us spend time together. We love the memories we make around the table playing these board games, and this channel is all about showing you how it can be done, what we play, and as a family of 6 with 2 dogs, how we make it happen. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and we love sharing our love for board games with you, and we hope that you're making memories around your table just like we are. So please comment down below, let me know what you played. I always am looking for recommendations. There's so many games out there, it's hard to keep up. So comment down below, give me a thumbs up, like this video, and please subscribe. Thanks, guys.
There's a winding road, no telling where it goes.